morning to Your Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana and the Ghana Immigration Service. First and foremost, this guy prided himself as an Igbo king in Ghana is wrong. Because in Ghana, there's no tribe called Igbo. Secondly, he is a foreigner, a Nigerian residing in Ghana, which is not a crime, as long as he has legal residence permit. The only thing he can do as an Igbo in Ghana is to form an association of Igbos in Ghana, of which he can call himself the chairman.
Hello wonderful viewers, welcome to Mr. Ben Media. So I saw a lot of videos on social media regarding the dominance of a particular king in Ghana who goes by the name Eze Chinedu Jude Ihenetu. I think I'm right with that. So a lot of Ghanaians staged a protest on social media, even in the physical, lamenting, complaining, calling on the government to intervene in the dominance of this particular king in Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you this man is not a small person in Ghana. He is powerful, he's wealthy, he has everything. And he's building not just his palace, or should I say he did not just build a palace in Ghana, but he's building an empire in Ghana that will accommodate every single Igbo person. Those who are visiting him, those who are visiting Ghana, he wants to try as much as possible to make sure that every single Igbo person who is living in Ghana is covered, is protected, and is also secured and feels at home while living in Ghana. That is what this man is doing in Ghana. And a lot of Ghanaians don't feel comfortable with that because this man is a foreigner, he is a Nigerian, and for any reason at all, he is not supposed to have such a dominant in their own country. Ladies and gentlemen, the dominant I'm talking about here is not the dominant of mingling with businessmen. It's the dominant of mingling with politicians. The president of the country of Ghana, John Mahama. Not just John Mahama, but every single high-profile individual, being it a politician, businessman in Ghana, this man has one way or the other associated with them. He sits right on the table with the president of Ghana. They eat, they drink, and they discuss issues of the country. This man is a patriotic citizen of our country and also Ghana as well. He means a lot for the people of Ghana. He also means a lot for the people of Nigeria, Igbo people precisely living in Ghana. This man is building schools, helping Ghanaians, the less privileged. He has also supported them in so many ways. And ladies and gentlemen, it is very unfortunate that most Ghanaians do not even consider this. They are mostly focused on their right and also the dominant of this particular king. So I want to talk about this in this video. I want to discuss deeply about this in this video. So if you are watching me from any part of the world, please intervene, drop a comment in the comment section, tell me what you think about this after watching everything that I'm about to say in this video, or what I am going to say in this particular video regarding this particular matter. So first of all, my fellow Ghanaians, I appreciate your concern and also I appreciate your effort, trying to show concern about what is happening in your own country. Yes, that is what a fellow citizen or a concerned citizen of a country should do. But I can tell you this is not very important at this moment, you understand? Because I personally do not see how that is affecting you as a person in Ghana, how that is affecting you as a regular citizen in Ghana. So I personally feel that you guys should channel your energy to something more important, meaningful activities, instead of focusing your attention on the Igbo people, specifically who are living in your own country, and also the king of Igbo who is living in your own country. Now, first of all, ask yourself, how did this man acquire all those properties? How did he actually bought it in the first place? I'm not talking about his wealth, you understand? I don't even care to know how he made his own money. I'm asking you, how did he bought all these properties? The state government, the government of Ghana actually sold it to him. So if he was to do anything wrong in that particular position where he bought those lands, then believe me or not, your government would never ever sell those lands to him. Because most of them, they see nothing wrong with that. They see that as a form of development, and I can tell you this is going to bring a lot of development in Ghana. The Igbo people that you people are targeting, believe me or not, they are not your target, and they shouldn't be your problem. Igbos are nation builders, they are developers, they are job makers, they are producers, and the presence of Igbos in your own country should rather bring a form of joy to you. You understand? They are nation builders. Here in Nigeria, I am very proud of them. I will always be proud of Igbos. They have contributed a lot to our nation, even though the regular Nigerian citizens, those who are mostly biased, they don't see that effort as as an effort that is actually worth it. You understand? There is no Nigeria without Igbo people, and most of us, we know this very well. They contributed in developing this country, both the northern Nigeria, even where they are not wanted, they are still there building, they are developing, they are dominating with a very gradual process. And that is the most interesting part of it, guys. The dominance of Igbo people is with a very gradual process, with a slow process, and also with a very lawful process. There is no way an Igbo person settles that he or she do not occupy that place legitimately and also lawfully. They pay money, they buy lands, they buy places, they build companies, they build houses, they build whatsoever they feel like building. And despite the fact that there are bad eggs amongst them, that doesn't mean that they are bad entirely. The reason why most Igbo people are protesting and also seeking for their own country in Nigeria is because they want to develop. They want to build a country that they will feel at home. They want to build a country that everybody will be proud of. Whenever you come into their own country, you will feel at home, and you will feel as if you have arrived in a country. They have the capacity to build their own country. They have what it takes to build their own country. But Nigeria as a nation is a very big issue to Igbo people. Nigeria has hindered the development of Igbo people, and that is why most of them, they need their own country. If you see Igbos in your country and Nigerians entirely, do not feel that we are so desperate and that is why we are running from our country and coming to your own country. No, there is nothing like that. 9 out of 10 Nigerians who are living in Ghana, if you ask them why they are living in Ghana, they would tell you that it is because Ghana is very safe and secured, and also Ghana is very peaceful, and they have at least a certain degree of stable power supply. That is what most of them will tell you, and that is what we are lacking in Nigeria. Most Nigerians who are living in Ghana, they are private individuals. They are into businesses, especially Igbo people. They are not there to beg for anything. They are not there to seek for jobs, because your jobs cannot even pay most of them. It is their businesses that is putting food on their table and so on. And you guys should try as much as possible and understand this. So first of all, let us listen to this video of our king in Ghana, our Igbo king in Ghana, that is causing a lot of tension and a lot of sleepless nights to most Ghanaians. Let's listen to this before I proceed.
A project on his mind is the establishment of the first Igbo town in Ghana, and of course, the first in the world.
If you look around the world, apart from in Virginia, they have Igbo village in Virginia. They created it by putting the antiques, the antiquities of Igbo there. You can come there, kind of archive of Igbo. But I'm creating Igbo village, which has never happened in the history of the world among the Igbos in the world. As I'm talking to you, I've acquired 50 acres of land. That is 250 plus of land along the Flower Road. That is at Old Ningo area. Along that road, it's right on the road. I acquired 250 plus of land. My reason of acquiring this land is to build Igbo village in Ghana. I call it AMB in Ghana. We'll build a village where we're gonna build the palace of Eze there, a huge palace. We'll build Igbo town hall there with about 2,000 capacity chairs and 100 rooms guest house. The essence of this guest house is most of the times our governors and our Igbo great leaders do come to Ghana. They always go with their entourage. If they come to Ghana, their entourage will see where they will lodge for free of charge, maybe for a day or two. Most of their visits, it doesn't take more than 48 hours or 24 hours. They stay there free of charge, and they know that, yes, this is what they have benefited from the Igbos living in Ghana. Again, our people that have accommodation problem and all that will come get there at least for 2 or 3 days before they can get a out of the country, or those that come into the country in one way or the other will have accommodation of 100 rooms guest house. We will also, in the palace of the Igbo, we also have apartment there for special guests like governors and ministers, and in future I know that we the Igbos will provide president in Nigeria, and I know that the president that will rule Nigeria at time to come must be an Igbo man, and one day by the special grace of God he also going to be part of those that are going to lodge at the guest house there in Igbo village. In that Igbo village, my good brother, what I want to do there is we'll create streets there. We'll create streets that will represent the names of the ancient Igbos. We'll create the streets that will bear the name of Sambakwe Street. That's the ex-governor of Imo State. We'll create a street that will bear the name of Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, the first president of Nigeria. We'll create a street that will bear the name of Nzogo. We'll create a street that will bear, of course, the name of my father also, the man of the ihenetu, and all the great Igbo leaders that they have gone, and those are present. Will create streets in their name that will represent them in Igbo village in Ghana. And this Igbo village in Ghana, every Igbo man all over the world have right to come there and buy property. Either you want a plot of land or 2 plots of land to build your dream house. We're also going to build tall buildings of maybe 6 floors.
So the plans of Eze Chinedu in Ghana are very huge. The man is up to something, and I don't think he is going to slow down anytime soon. Despite all the protests, despite all the lamentation, he is not going to slow down anytime soon, because he has the support, and the support is not just from the Igbo people who are living in Ghana going about their lawful activities, but also from the government of Ghana. And you people who have seen videos of him mingling with your own president. So tell me what you are going to do about this. Tell me what you are going to change about this. If your government is in support of him, if your government is in support of what he's doing, they know what is best for your own country. Your government knows what is best for the development of your own country. They know that the people that man is accumulating, the people that he's gathering, there are people that are up to something, there are people that are nation builders. So that is what most of you should understand, my fellow Ghanaians. Your government knows better than you. Your government knows whom to welcome and whom not to welcome, whom to avoid and whom not to avoid. And you guys have seen what just happened recently. A few months ago, I saw the videos of the Ghanaian government and also the Ghanaian security agencies. They went to the forest, they chased away Fulani that came from Burkina Faso, Mali, and they settled in your own forest. They went after them, they chased them out, they burned down their tents, they burned down their settlement, and they told them right in their faces that they should go back to wherever they're coming from. They don't need them. They know that those people that are coming to your own country, settling in your forest, they are a very big trouble to your nation. So they know better than you. Don't ever think that you know better than your leaders who are welcoming Igbos in your own country. The Igbos are not perfect. If an Igbo person commits any crime in your own country, fish that person out and punish the person according to the laws of your own country, except if you guys are telling me that you don't have laws in your own country. This is very, very important, guys. Your government did a very perfect job, and I commended them when they did that by chasing Fulani out of their country. They are the biggest problem that we have right now. Those are your enemies. Igbos are not your enemies. Okay, let us watch some of these reactions first before I proceed.
He cannot create a kingdom because there is no tribe in Ghana called Igbo. So you guys should stop this guy now before it gets out of hand. He is a foreigner, even if he has naturalized to gain Ghanaian citizenship. He cannot become a king in Ghana. You guys know this. So why are you sitting down idle for this thing to happen?
When you go to Nigeria, we don't have Ashanti Kingdom in Nigeria. We don't have it. There may be local reps over there, but we do not have Ashanti Kingdom in Nigeria. You don't see an Ashanti man going to Nigeria and not come into my country and come and behave like you want to impose your kingdom on. Nah, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. We are governed by laws. Once you are in a country, you forgo according to the rules and regulations, the laws in the constitution.
There is a certain man in Ghana. He has named himself Igbo King. He is from Nigeria. I don't hate Nigerians. I love Nigerians. I have Nigerian friends. But I think this should not be accepted in Ghana.
So like I said earlier, most of these people, they are Gen Zs. They don't actually know what they are doing, and they don't even know what they are protesting for. If you ask them one-on-one, they can't actually tell you, because they don't have anything against this man. Some of them are protesting because other people are also complaining and also lamenting. The man did nothing wrong, you understand? Despite the fact that most Ghanaians are questioning the source of income of King Chinedu Jude and how he became so powerful in their own land, that doesn't change the fact that this man has a very clean track record. You can judge him anywhere. If you have anything against him, or if you have any evidence to prove that this man has on several occasions, or maybe in some occasions, involving any unlawful activities in your own country, please bring it on. You understand? Share it with us. We want to see it. Because I checked everywhere on social media, I did not actually see videos of anyone complaining or sharing evidence of this man involving in unlawful activities in their own country. But if you have any, please share it with us. You can share the link in the comment section. So my fellow Ghanaians, I'm looking forward to see that Africa that would welcome another African, that an African will become a king or a president in another African country, and a Nigerian will become a president in Ghana, the same way it is done in Europe, the same way it is done in America, the same way it is done in other continents. Yes, it is possible, guys. You understand? Sentiment is not what we should put ahead of us. Sentiment is what is going to divide us more. And one Africa is possible, my fellow Ghanaians. I'm looking forward to see the day that a Ghanaian would have that boldness and the courage to build an empire in Nigeria. I know that is possible, and I know my government will be willing and able to give that person a settlement, to give him a land to buy legitimately and lawfully and set to build an empire. I know that is very possible. I'm looking forward to see the day that a Ghanaian will have the boldness to build an empire in Cameroon. So that is the Africa that we need. King Eze Chinedu of Ghana is trying to make that change. He is trying to make you understand that that is actually possible to achieve as far as Africa is concerned. So this is all I want to cover in this video, guys. So if you have anything to contribute, or if you have anything to add to what I have said so far in this video, please drop it in the comment section. Call me Mr. Ben, and I'll see you again in the next one. Peace out.